You must have quite an incredible story to tell.
Eden. About 3 years ago, the plane rose and got shot down over the Murari Ranges. I was the only survivor. I've been here ever since.
It must have been a very traumatic experience for you. But believe me, you're one of the lucky ones.
Dr. Nelson was over in the ranges conducting a sweep for airborne radioisotopes, and the Murari Ranges are about one of the only habitable places left on the planet.
I don't understand.
Unfortunately, the missile that shot your airplane down wasn't a one-off. Several days later, full-scale nuclear war broke out. Those that weren't killed by the blast and the radiation, killed by famine, riots, various other bioweapons.
Everyone is dead. As far as I know, the three of us are the only survivors.
We haven't seen or had any human contact for the last 6 months. So you can imagine the surprise we had when we encountered you in the forest. She needs rest.
We understand that this is a lot for you to process. We'll give you some time to think this all over and rest up.
Thank you.
She's young and must be strong to have lasted that long on her own.
But she's also proof that there might be other survivors out there. We had Murari marked as a red zone for such a long time, but when we came, the radiation levels were absolutely fine. She's the living proof.
You're missing the point, Doctor. I want you to conduct a full medical on her, check that she's healthy and fertile.
I'll make sure she's okay and healthy, but after we've done that, I want us to focus and put our full efforts into upgrading our radiation detecting equipment. If we had Murari marked as a red zone, there might be an entire colony of survivors out there.
Or we could spend weeks and weeks wasting our time. When you've been in this game as long as I have, Doctor, you learn to work with what you have rather than with what you don't. Get me those medicals as soon as you can. Repopulation should be our top priority. I suggest you start thinking more realistically about our situation.
Eden. Eden. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
I just came to do another one of my medical examinations. Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. Could you just mind passing me my shirt?
Yeah, sure. It's the general, isn't it? I've told him so many times. Every time he tries to save humanity by violating you, he's not saving it at all. I just can't agree and believe that that's the answer. Every time he does that, he just shows how much we've changed and we lose our morality that makes us human in the beginning.
I'm stronger than I look. Besides, he kind of has a point. I mean, what if it is my responsibility? What if I do have to mother the next generation of humanity?
If that were your choice instead of the general's, I'd agree with. But don't you just think that trying to save a humanity with morality like this is pointless? Absolutely fine. No symptoms whatsoever. I think you might find these interesting. Just keep it between us, okay? Good luck, Eden.
Good luck.
You need to stop what you're doing. You're hurting her.
When was the last time you got a bit of action, Doctor? You know what? Take a turn if you want.
This wasn't supposed to be about getting action. Or have you forgotten about that when you were visiting Eden? They say desperation brings out a man's true colors. But if those are your true colors, I don't agree with your palette. That's it, I'm leaving.
You can't leave, Dr. Nelson. Where would you go? And what about your precious Eden?
She's coming with me.
She's not going anywhere. Son of a bitch! I can hit a soldier at 80 yards on an off day. I wouldn't trust your luck if I were you.
Take your best shot.
Don't you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to save the world. And the world favors those that make the sacrifices that nobody else is willing to.
It's not the world that's broken, General. It's us.
I'm broken, am I? For what? For making the hard choices that nobody else is willing to make? The apocalypse isn't as glamorous as it seems, honey. So wake up! Everybody you ever knew is dead. And you and I are the last hope to save humanity. I truly am sorry. But we have a responsibility.
God, you're heroic. Using me to fulfill some twisted responsibility by mothering your children?
Get back inside, Eden.
You act like you're so evolved and noble, General, but where's your basic sense of morality?
Thanks to you, I don't have the luxury of a morality.
Luxury? If anything, that's what you should be trying to preserve, not your precious bloodline!
You had that this entire time?
I stole it off you a couple of weeks ago after one of your visits.
And you didn't use it?
I figured you'd come to your senses.
I was only doing what had to be done.
Was killing Dr. Nelson what had to be done? Was all that abuse I suffered because of you what had to be done? I'm not saying this is easy. I never said that. But you can't go sacrificing your own morality to save us. Because that's what separates us from the people who put us here in the first place.
Whether you believe me or not, I did all this for humanity's future. If you put a bullet in my head now, you'll realize that in a few months' time. You have nobody else to go to. Your friends, your family, even Dr. Nelson is dead.